Hello, everybody.
Ahoy!
Ahoy there, ladies.
Ahoy! Hello, happy birthday to me.
Yes.
Happy birthday to me.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. We are Pitney and Amelia. Welcome to everyone who's watching live and watching later. Welcome to my pirate birthday party.
Yes.
Some of you may have gotten here because you listened to our Pride episode that was all about gay pirates, and we talked about so much pirate stuff, but we didn't have enough time to really get into all the pirate stuff we could talk about. So we had to do like a part 2, which is kind of...
Because I didn't realize really how into pirates we are.
Until we
but
really
we really are.
Yeah.
We really are.
Until we really started... until we really started talking about it, it was like, God damn. I mean, we revealed a lot. Like, we revealed that we are people who, at the drop of a hat, hey, put on a pirate outfit. Okay. Give me 10 minutes. I can dress as a pirate.
I know, and the fact that we have the clothes at hand is yes.
Yeah. It's like, we have multiple pirate options, at any time. So that's just one thing. But, yeah, so if some of you, though, may have fallen in here having no idea who we are, and we should probably tell you who the hell we are. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I am Pitney, Sir Pitney Dick Tingley.
And I am Madam Amelia Lavivar. And we are the Bitchin' Boutique, and we are a podcast that posts every other Friday, and we are just a queer ass podcast that is just about us and things that amuse us, and I need to get my wig out of the way.
Everything amuses us.
Pretty much.
Everything amuses us.
Anything that factors into our life is fair game for the show.
Yeah, so you never know what you're going to get, but it's bound to be entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully informative.
Every so often.
Every so often.
Inspirational and whatnot. Whenever you're watching, now or later, say hi in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, where you're listening from. If we post the audio later, I don't know if we're going to do that. I haven't decided yet. I guess it depends.
And please join our Facebook. Join our Facebook group.
Yeah, some of you might be watching on Facebook.
Write to us on it. Post to it. Yes.
We're on all the social medias. We're broadcasting on Facebook Live right now, on YouTube, and on the weird live video thing that you can do on Twitter. That's this weird ephemeral thing that used to be called Periscope. I thought it was just going to go away, but apparently it's still a thing. But I don't think it's called Periscope anymore. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but so join, follow us on all the social medias, Facebook in particular. We really need more people on Facebook, and if you follow us there, post stuff.
Yes, please do.
Please do. Contact us, email us. If you've ever listened to any of our episodes, go to the show notes. Links to everything. Instagram. We are on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I'm terrible at Instagram, but I'm getting slightly better. And I try.
But you're good at Twitter.
I'm really good at Twitter.
You're good at Twitter.
I'm really good at Twitter. But yeah, definitely, interact with us on the social medias, because we're everywhere.
And Amelia is the tech expert.
Yeah,
but if you want to say something to me, of course, she will forward it to me, and I will respond in kind. So please do.
Yeah. Originally, it was going to be that we were both going to kind of handle everything, but it's just easier if one of us does everything, so it's fine. And I can just make sure if he needs to know something, I can just pass it along. It works. It's been working for over 6 years now.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are with our bony friend, Mr. Peterson, who is one of the many Halloween skeletons I have, but he is dressed to impress today.
Yes.
He looks like he's about to stab you in the back.
I know. I noticed that. It's kind of.
I can't reach him from here. It's okay. But
well, when we were setting up last night, though, remember at one point it did fall forward.
Yeah, he did kind of
right
get you.
About where I am sitting, and I was like, that would be kind of funny, but it might be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. And we do have some fire here, so we really don't need anyone jumping into the air. So we really don't want to burn the house down.
But anyway,
no, these are toys. We don't have any real anything, but yeah. So let's get piratey. So I do want to talk about a little bit. So our Pride episode this year, which was called "But Pirates," was. I'll just kind of briefly say that a year ago, we were already kind of in the mode of talking about gay pirates this year. And then Our Flag Means Death happened, and gay pirates just became all the rage. So that just kind of worked out great. So part of the episode is about Our Flag Means Death. But part of it's about Anne Bonny and Mary Read, and some of it is just about pirates in general and how queer the pirate life really is, and we kind of went a little historical and how it's just sort of analyzing and and speculating about why one might become a pirate, and it's kind of fun. And if you haven't listened, go listen. But I will say that those of you who listened to the end, and maybe not everyone who listens to us knows that we have like kind of, like an MCU end credit, post credits moment at the end of every episode. So if you listen all the way to the very, very end, you get special additional content. And if you listen to the end of the gay pirate episode, you heard us talking about a pirate named Stagnetti. And we didn't really we didn't realize until I was editing the episode that we didn't actually say who the hell he was. We thought we did, but we didn't, and that's why it ended up at the end.
We were just talking because we know who Stagnetti is.
Yeah, we didn't realize that we never actually said what the hell we were talking about. So it became a special little nugget. But we will, a little later in this hour, explain who the hell Stagnetti, the pirate Stagnetti, is. So look forward to that, and believe me,
it will change your life. It will, for the better.
And we never say that unseriously. Mm-hmm. We just trust us. Trust us. We are so serious on that.
Yes.
So yeah. So let's kind of kick things off with one thing that we may have mentioned briefly. But something that we definitely talked about in our New Year's Eve show, not this New Year's Eve, but last New Year's Eve, wasn't it? I don't think we did a big New Year's show this time.
Not this year.
But we did a big 4-hour-long live stream.
Yep, and that was fun.
It was the best.
That was
fun.
At
one point, we got on a random discussion with Melissa from the Brook Reading podcast talking about books, and we started talking about one of the greatest works of literature.
That's right, because of course I cannot talk about books without talking about this.
About this book, and she was very excited.
That's right.
She was terribly excited to learn of the existence of this book, and that is Pirate by Fabio.
By Fabio.
Some of you may not know that Fabio actually wrote some books. Oh, yes. For You Alone. Should we hold it closer? Oh, I forgot about the picture. For those of you who might actually find him attractive, we don't.
But I love at the back of it. It's like I'm not going to read it, but it's a little letter from him that starts out, "My love," and it basically talks about the sensuous journey he's going to take you, and then prepare to surrender to the sexiest, most desired man in the world. Fabio.
Yeah.
And of course, I bought this book the second it came out because I was obsessed with Fabio in a non-sexual way.
Oh, yeah, because we were just
he's
fascinated.
So
we were very fascinated by romance novels in general.
And it is garbage from cover to cover, and it is wonderful. And before we start, just a little aside, he wrote four books, I think.
Pirate
Rogue.
Shit! Oh my god.
But I think there's 4, but Rogue was just as trashy as this, and apparently he toned it down because his fan base thought they were too filthy. Very disappointing.
As you can imagine, the Fabio fans don't like dirty.
But anyway,
yeah,
pretty much any random thing that you open this book to is gonna be trash. Yeah. And I opened something last night that I was reading, and we were randomly, and we were dying.
Oh, yeah.
I just opened up something randomly right before, and I dog-eared it because I couldn't ask for better, so...
Yeah, we were like, gosh, which section should we read? Because we promised a dramatic reading, and here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Wait a minute, Marco commanded his men. Is it necessary to truss up this wench and carry her on board like a pig on a spit? In answer, the first crewman glowered at his captain and extended his forearm, which was covered with angry gouges and vicious bites.
Ooh.
I see that it is necessary. Sorry, he muttered to the enraged female, standing aside so the two crewmen could pass with their venomous quarry. The next woman was pulled down the... The next woman was pulled down the wharf on a leash, which two of Marco's crewmen had tied to her bound wrist. As the exasperated pirates tugged the obstinate female toward the boats, the wench dug in her heels and spewed out a harangue of blistering expletives that even Marco's ears were burning. Anyway.
Oh, Lordy.
We're going to skip to the dialogue because anyway, you get the picture of what's
dialogue is
going on,
really good
right?
in this book.
Okay.
Oh my god. Marco is the lead, though.
Yes, Marco is the
romantic
lead. Apparently,
male.
Rosa is anyway.
Yes, it's important for you that you know that.
Marco Glaviano, you pig, you bastard! How dare you cast me and the others from the island? She screamed at him, waving a fist. Claudio, a moment, Marco said wearily. Claudio turned and set down the seething woman. Rosa confronted Marco with bosom heaving and hands balled at her waist.
Heaving.
Well, Marco Glaviano, explain this cruelty if you can. Rosa, I simply felt that you and the others would be better off in Havana. So you cast us from our homes? You wrench us away from everything we hold dear? All you hold dear, Rosa, is the price you will exact for your next bedding. And you have been paid handsomely for your troubles, have you not? Uttering a graphic profanity, Rosa dug in her pockets, removing the sack of gold doubloons she had been given as recompense for her eviction, and hurled the bag at Marco. He winced as the sack of heavy coin hit him squarely in the belly. That's what I think of your money, you coward, she spat. My God, woman, are you trying to maim me?
With coins?
Yeah. And do you think you can buy my cooperation with your pieces of gold? She retorted, with contempt. It's that girl, isn't it? It's that slut Christina.
Oh, that
you
slut.
You just cannot wait to get beneath her pristine skirts, can you? Marco was so affronted that he actually drew his hand into a fist. He watched Rosa cower. Take her away, he yelled to Claudio. With a grunt, the trusty seaman again heaved the kicking, screaming wench over his shoulder.
Terribly
I'll
exciting.
make you sorry. I'll make you rue the day you were born, Marco Glaviano. And I shall make you pay if it's the last thing I do.
Oh. Amazing. Oh, that's such good writing. That is such good writing.
But the sex scenes, it's just filth.
Well, yeah.
They're just filth. The throbbing manhood through her oiled fingers, making, yeah.
Well, romance novels they're filth. They really are. They're just brief moments of utter filth, like 2 to 3 pages of filth every 50 to 60 pages.
Yeah.
It's just, it's true. If you take any romance novel, if you open it roughly 2/3 of the way through, if you're not at a sex scene at the page within a couple pages of where you opened it, that's a shitty book.
Then it's garbage.
That's not a well-written book.
And the only thing, oh my god, okay, this may have to be, okay. But the only thing I wanted to say is, like, the famous ditty that was made possible by this book, which...
Yes.
Music needs to be written to it because apparently it just scorched Marco's ears. His pirates sing a song.
I want, yeah.
Hike your skirts, wench, let us roll. Lash your sails to my love pole.
Because that sounds like something people would sing.
So yeah, I just have to read one paragraph and then that's it.
Oh God, I'm ready.
But even as he uttered these words, Rosa de Leon broke ranks and staggered toward Marco. Her heaving breast jiggled in her low-cut, sopping wet gown as she held her elms wide. Marco, mi corazon! It's been too far long, my big, lusty stallion. So yeah, Pirate by Fabio.
Yes! Buy that book. You can get it for cheap. It is very, very available all over the place.
Yes.
I wonder if there's an audiobook and I wonder if Fabio reads it.
Oh, I hope so.
God, that would be great. Yeah, I haven't looked into that.
But my other favorite line from the book, which I know by heart.
Is it because it was the scene that we used in the game?
It was because...
It's worth mentioning the game, even though we've talked about it in the past. But new people are hearing about it now.
For days now, I've seen you play with your member in front of me, and I long to feel it inside me this night.
Yes. Didn't Verity Noslin have to say it in the? Wasn't that her line?
No, it was my Spanish teacher.
Oh shit! Oh God!
Yes.
So when Pitney and his ex for many years ago, it was your first anniversary, wasn't it? So they threw a party for their first anniversary that was romance novel themed, and Verity Noslin, of all people, the uptight prude that she is, invented the greatest game of all time. And it was photocopied scenes out of romance novels.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I did pick those out by hand.
Sure, because she would be incapable. But the fact that she even came up with this is genius.
Yeah.
So, like 2 character scenes and a narrator.
Yeah.
So, groups of 3, like people drew numbers or whatever.
Yeah, we drew numbers, and I was just, didn't even matter. Your narrator, your number 1,
character
your
1,
2.
character 2, and then we were handed scrolls.
And it's like, act it out.
It's like, okay, group number 3, get up there, and we would just, and it was all filmed, everything was filmed, and it was just like, narrator, character 1, character 2, go.
every scene was trash, yeah.
Oh God, I got to pretend to slap someone viciously across the face. And be hurled to the floor. It was fantastic. It was so great. It was just the best game.
See, my Spanish teacher slit the breeches all the way down and then pointed the sword and said, "Ha!
Oh, yes! I remember! Oh, my God.
You are so puny compared to Marco. I just may have to cut it off to put you out of your misery."
Oh, my God.
That is Pirate by Fabio. Anyway.
Yes.
Let's move on, because I could talk about this book for hours.
Oh, I know. We could do a whole episode just about this book. Let's go on to something a little bit classier. A piratey thing that's a little classier. Yes. And that would be, if you could pick up the Blu-ray that's underneath the book. That would be... Oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. Where did it go?
Oh.
Where is the other DVD? It's right here. I'm sorry.
I was like,
we were so organized, and I started moving things around. The Pirates of Penzance. Which, if you're going to watch it, although there is a version, although I don't think there's more than just a few scenes online, there is a version where Tim Curry plays the Pirate King, but you can't watch the whole thing online, so you should watch the Kevin Kline, Linda Ronstadt, Rex Smith one.
It is amazing, and I was so obsessed with this movie in high school. I watched it over and over. In fact, I would bring the VHS to school.
Oh my God.
Now, this is no joke, and I had a group of friends. We would go in the AV room in the library and watch this movie and sing along during lunch hour.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Now, how, I have to ask,
Yep.
Did Sarah get you into this, or did you just...
Sarah did,
Of course she did, because she was so into Gilbert and Sullivan. Now, I,
Yep.
as an elementary school kid, back when I lived in California, when I was in elementary school, like public schools in California, they may still have no money, but they definitely had almost no money back then. And my elementary school, like, they would pick like one class per grade that would get the budget for stuff. And I was lucky enough, and I didn't know that, because when you're a child, you don't know these things. Mm-hmm. And like I have like really good friends who were not in those classes with me, and they never got to go on field trips. They never got to do anything. My class got to go 2 years in a row. We got to go see local community theater productions of Gilbert and Sullivan musicals.
Oh, that's cool.
And one of them was Pirates of Penzance, and the other one was HMS Pinafore. And I mean, you don't know if you think Gilbert and Sullivan might not be for you. Give this one a try, because this is so fucking funny. It's so genius. And also, this was back when people only knew Linda Ronstadt as a rock singer, and they were like, Linda Ronstadt is in an operetta? What? Because people didn't know. People did not know yet how great she was. And she just... Oh, my God. She was like the best Mabel ever.
But my exposure to it was they used to have free Gilbert and Sullivan in Golden Gate Park.
Oh, my God.
And I went with Sarah and the whole group from Legion of Rassilon. We all dressed in pirate outfits. Yes. And we went to see Pirates of Penzance. And after
in the San Francisco Bay Area, there's an enormous crossover between Doctor Who fandom and Gilbert and Sullivan fandom. For some reason.
Or there was. I don't know now.
Yeah.
But anyway, I bought the big box set with the 5 records or however many was.
Yeah.
And I played that to death.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then I think it was von Lichtenstein that got me into the movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
But anyway.
But there is one other thing I do want to bring up from this, and that is that once upon a time there was a really bad idea in the early 80s.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes people will think, you know what we should do? We should take an idea that was already perfect, but we should update it and make it modern because the kids will like it.
Yes.
As if, it's like if you're someone who was gonna hate Pirates of Penzance, you wouldn't go see this anyway. But
exactly.
If you're gonna put Christopher Atkins and Christy McNichol in it, but make it like a modern musical with the occasional Gilbert and Sullivan number, this is garbage, but magnificent garbage.
It is a piece of shit, yes, but
I mean, there is literally a song in here called "Pumpin' and Blowin'," that Christy McNichol sings, and I will say Christopher Atkins never looked better, and I'm including Blue Lagoon in that.
Yes.
Him in Pirates of Penzance costumes.
But I think that they were thinking they were going to get the teenage girls to see him.
Yeah.
And they were going to get the teenage boys to see her.
I mean...
But, yeah. And
and a lot of teenage girls to see her. I mean, let's be honest.
And I think it did bomb, I'm sure, right?
I mean, yeah. Like, honestly, I saw it by accident.
Yeah, I remember everybody talking about this as a joke.
Yeah.
I
literally saw it by accident because back then, double features were very common. And I went to see The Secret of NIMH. Now, figure this out, why these two movies were as a double feature. I went to see The Secret of NIMH and was like, well, I can just stay and see the next movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is. I had no idea. But I didn't feel like going, like, whichever friend.
And then it was...
I don't even remember who it was that I went with. But it's like, we didn't feel like going home. And so, it was like, we'll just stay and watch whatever this next thing is. And it was like, oh, wait, it's isn't that song from Pirates of Penzance? Yeah. Wait, because she gets knocked on the head and falls down and has a dream, and all of a sudden she's in Pirates of Penzance. Oh, I'm sorry, spoilers. But, yeah, it's terrible. But also great. And
now you have the record.
And I've had this record for a really, really long time. And, I mean, it's worth watching once. I own it.
I was just going to ask you, do you own it?
I do. I couldn't find the copy of the movie to prove that I did, but it was easier to show the giant album cover anyway. If I had the LP of Pirates of Penzance, I would have shown that too because it's easier to show. But
and I have actually listened to that fairly recently, and it is on Amazon Music in its entirety. So
yeah, Penzance, yeah. I mean, we cannot recommend Pirates of Penzance enough.
So yeah,
and it's Pirates classy and hilarious. I mean, it's absolute genius. It's so fucking funny. A very weird pop-up just came up on the computer that we're going to ignore.
Yes, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's not related to whatever the hell we're doing anyway. What the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't
God
know.
Only knows.
Okay, next.
Okay.
So next thing we're going to talk about before we get into the big finale, the Stagnetti. We're going to talk about a kids movie that we actually just watched last night because Pitney hadn't seen it before.
I've never even heard of it before, but
so
I loved it.
It's so because it's so fucking cute. Go ahead and grab it.
Okay.
So Aardman Animation, the people that do Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run and stuff like that. It's called The Pirates. Oh, there you go. Here, point it down a little tiny bit. Point it down a little bit.
Yeah, you can't see. Ah, there we go. The Pirates.
The Pirates. Also known as I think there's like a secondary title. Band of Misfits. Yeah. And so it is God, how to explain? So it's basically it's like that Aardman claymation-y style. Brilliant cast. Some of the best music. The music is fantastic, and I was telling Pitney last night that the first time I watched this movie, I was so excited that before the movie was over, I got on my phone and I went to iTunes and I immediately bought the soundtrack, thinking that I was getting the soundtrack. What I bought was the score, which is not bad, but I'm not
also good.
Which is also good.
Yeah, not like you're going to sit and listen to it.
I'm not a score buying person. I'm not my husband who we've got. I mean, between the two of us, we have like probably 1,000 albums in the next room, and he has like the score to Patriot Games. He has the score. I mean, he has
really?
scores because there are composers who do movie scores that he is a huge fan of. Hans Zimmer and whatever. So he buys that kind of stuff, But the music in the movie is stuff like London Calling by The Clash and music by like the English Beat and lots of great music that is like Gen X people really go like fuck yeah, and which is kind of weird because it's a claymation movie about pirates. Why is The Clash playing? But it's fucking great, and it's don't want to give away too much, but it's basically a shitty group of pirates who are adorable and really incompetent but really sweet, and the captain really wants to get the Pirate of the Year award, and he never gets to get it because
he's inept.
Because they suck as pirates. They never manage to get huge amounts of booty. They don't have anything to show off about, and turns out that their parrot is actually a dodo, and they happen to meet Charles Darwin, who's on a boat, and because they keep and Charles Darwin is like tries to make a deal with them, like can I have your dodo? Because that would be that would be kind of cool if I could have a dodo.
Precious pet.
This is our Polly, and we love her, and it just, it's like they basically...
Is it Queen Victoria?
It's Queen Victoria. I mean, there is some viciousness.
Yeah.
I mean, the Queen Victoria is a horrid cunt is amazing.
Yeah.
the caricatures of all these historical figures are hysterical, and the pirates are adorable, and it's really funny and really, really cute, and it's great for kids.
Yeah, and I want to see it again. Yeah,
and there's a monkey. Yeah. There's a monkey who is like Charles Darwin's little like manservant who just has like flashcards and just holds up words, and that's how he talks, and he's fucking hilarious. And I love him.
So yeah, I want to see it again.
Yeah, it's super, super cute. I don't want to tell too much about it, but the cast is great. You know, lots of great, like Brian Blessed and David Tennant and Hugh Grant. And
I looked it up out of curiosity last night, and it is streaming.
Oh, yeah.
In places. So yeah, it's really, really good. It's cute, it's fun.
It's really, really cute. And
I think it's for adults.
Oh, it's definitely the kind of
kid-friendly, but it's for adults. Yeah,
because
I think all their movies really are for adults.
Yeah, because there's lots of they're because they're smart.
Yeah,
they're very smart. It's the kind of movie that a parent wouldn't mind their kid wanting to watch.
I mean, obviously they're for adults, or they wouldn't have had the music that they did in it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And so from something that leans towards kids to the most awarded and most expensive and greatest porn ever made. Now we're going to talk about Pirates and Pirates 2, Stagnetti's Revenge. I actually had to print some stuff out of from Wikipedia because there's so much information about these fine films. Now, although before we go into it, we do want to talk some. Oh, it's earlier than I thought. We have plenty of time. To go into this. So, if you've listened to us for a while, you know this about us. If not, you're learning that we love bad acting.
Oh, yes.
I mean, and it should not come as any surprise that if there is like softcore porn or like the Skinamax type of movie, that level of acting is right in our wheelhouse. That is absolutely the kind of movie we like the best.
Oh, yeah. I remember, I used to love all those seduction cinema movies.
Oh, my God.
Lord of the G-Strings and...
Oh, my God, yes.
It was Misty Monday and Darian Kane.
Yes, my God.
Oh, my God. Terrible acting, and I love it.
Oh, my God.
Loved it.
I mean, that was how we discovered Cave Girl Island.
Yep.
Also known as Beach Babes from Beyond 2. Fine films. But that was actually how we discovered Pirates to begin with, because there is a softcore version of it. Yes. But there's also a hardcore version.
The XXX version, which we did not see, thank God, because
no, but even the softcore version, we forward through the sex, because who wants to see that?
Oh, because it's endless.
I mean, we want to get back to the plot, because the plot and the acting and the production value, because these are real movies. They made real movies.
Actually kind of popular. The R-rated version at the time was actually kind of popular.
They did very, very well. And I will read a little bit about Pirates 1.
Yes, because I don't know this.
Pirates, also known as Pirates XXX, is a 2005 American pornographic action-adventure film written, produced, and directed by someone named June, Joone. Blah, 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 Digital Playground, Adam and Eve. The film, starring Jessie Jane, Carmen Luvana, Janine Lindemulder, Devon, Genevieve Jolie, Tegan Presley, and Evan Stone.
Oh, Evan
Stone. The great Evan Stone, who it really, really makes me sad that he does not... I mean, there's all these people like Tracy Lords and Ginger Lynn and stuff who went on to have legitimate acting careers. Maybe not huge, but of But Evan Stone hasn't. That makes me sad. Evan Stone deserves a legitimate acting career.
But he's still active in porn.
Oh, totally! Oh my God!
But
in 2016, he played Trump in a porn. I mean, the dude is still. He is still out there. I mean,
I almost want to see it.
I know. I've seen a trailer.
I almost want to see it.
I've seen a trailer. That's how I know. I mean, I could pull up his IMDb page right now and talk about shit he probably put out a month ago. The dude is still, he ain't young either, but he's still doing it. But the thing is, this dude deserves. And you know what? Yeah. I hope he sees this. Evan Stone, we love you.
He could be an action hero.
Totally.
He really
There's
could,
no reason why Evan Stone shouldn't be in at least one Sci-Fi Channel movie a year.
Oh, God,
At least.
He's better than Sorbo.
Goddamn right he is. Goddamn right. I would take Evan Stone over Kevin Sorbo any day. So anyway, Evan Stone. And also someone else named Tommy Gunn, who will become much more prominent in the next film.
Now, he's the one I thought was hot, I think.
That's Stagnetti. Tommy Gunn is Stagnetti. Did you like?
Is he the one I think is hot? I think it wasn't Evan Stone. No, it wasn't Stagnetti then.
Because Evan's not your type, but because he's more of a Fabio type. But I would say Tommy Gunn is more your type.
Maybe it was him then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but it also being 2005, this would not surprise people. It features many references to Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl, because that was kind of right. It was basically because, as porn frequently does, it jumps right on whatever's big at the time, and they did not skimp on this. They really did not. So, at the time, it was the first Pirates. It was the most expensive pornographic film made to date, with a reported budget of well over $1 million. It will blow your mind when you hear about Pirates 2.
Yeah. Oh, I read, yeah.
Because Pirates 2, Stagnetti's Revenge, had a budget of $8 million.
God.
And it is absolutely the most expensive porn film ever produced. And the thing is, that's not like because they were paying the actors so much. You can you can see the money on the screen.
Yeah.
You can see, because we are talking costumes and set and locations, and they put money into this. They actually, I mean, it's amazing. So I'm going to actually read the plot of Pirates, and I don't mean to spoil it, but I just want to make sure that you people understand that this is a real movie.
Oh, it's so good.
So this is the plot of the first film. In 1763, Captain Edward Reynolds is hunting pirates. And I have to say it that way because that's the way Evan Stone says it. He's hunting pirates. Or at least trying to do so. He does not consider himself a great commander, and neither does most of his crew. Only his first officer, Jules, believes in him. And I believe that was Jessie Jane, if I remember right. I believe that was Jules. When they save a young woman named Isabella from drowning, she tells them that her husband's ship has been destroyed by the feared Captain Victor Stagnetti and his crew of cutthroat pirates. Reynolds and his crew go hunting for Stagnetti, who tries to find a map that leads to a powerful secret on an island somewhere in the Caribbean Sea. Stagnetti finds the secret staff, unlocked by Isabella's husband Manuel. After the crew escapes the spawn of darkness summoned by Stagnetti, their ship engages Stagnetti's in battle, ending Stagnetti's reign as a pirate. Which, of course, sets the stage for Pirates 2, Stagnetti's Revenge. So you can imagine, this is a real movie. And it is quite amazing. And
I just remember being enthralled. I don't remember who was there, but we had a group of people at your house.
Oh yeah. I mean, my living room at that house was not big, but it was full.
And I do remember that we fast forwarded through the sex scenes because it was just.
I mean, you can watch the whole movie in 30 minutes.
Well, you know how those the regular softcore movies.
The sex is terrible.
The sex scenes, which
they're unbearable,
are so long, and we just forwarded through that, which was fine.
And it's that thing where, especially softcore movies. I mean, positioning is weird enough in regular porn, but at least in regular porn, tab A can go into slot A, because it is.
Yeah.
But in softcore, where there isn't penetration, the positioning
is really weird.
Stupid. It's like, you can't fuck the middle of my back. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah,
that's not where it is. You know, it's really so stupid. But yeah,
and we've seen a lot of softcore.
We've seen a lot of. Yeah, one of my. I'll just say there was a moment in. It was actually in Cave Girl Island where I'll just sort of so, guy facing this way, girl facing this way, and they're like, you know, her butt is to his groin, and they're standing up, and they're just sort of moving,
I remember that.
Like, both of them in a circle, and it's like, there's no friction happening here. They're moving together as if they're glued together, and it's like, this is not boning. I had
forgotten Cave Girl Island, but God, I think I must have watched it at least 20 times.
Oh God, yes.
Anyway.
It's so good, you guys. Cave Girl Island.
Yes.
But pirates.
Yes.
There's no pirates in Cave Girl Island. There's dinosaurs.
Yes,
and there's spaceships.
Yes, there is.
but there's no pirates. But so the sequel, Stagnati's Revenge, came out in 2008, and much of the same cast and same director, same everything, but Isabella was not in it. And let's see, but of course there is an R-rated version that is also available. Now this is the part that I kept from Pitney. Pitney does not know about this. Pirates 2 became part of a controversy when the University of Maryland College Park, their student union intended to screen the film. Now, I don't know. They don't specify if it's the R version or the X version. I really don't know.
Oh, I would assume it's the R. But
I don't know because because the controversy is so huge that I don't know. After State Senator Andrew P. Harris offered a budget amendment to strip all public funding from any institution airing pornographic films, the university announced that it would cancel the screening. Had the senator's demand been carried out, the university would have been forced to forfeit $424 million in funds.
Wow.
The students screened the film anyway on the evening of April 6, 2009, in a lecture hall on campus, after consulting with the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education and a panel discussion on First Amendment rights.
Wow.
The new screening was organized by the Student Power Party. 200 students, as well as administrators, professors, and numerous media outlets were present for the screening.
Wow, that's fabulous.
The film was shown at other colleges, including University of California, Davis, UCLA, and Carnegie Mellon University without controversy.
Oh my God.
So, Pirates 2, Stagnati's Revenge, became a major, major thing for First Amendment rights on college campuses.
That is amazing. I am sure that it has the R version, I'm sure.
Yeah, because what state senators will call pornographic movies.
And I'm sure that they're aware that there was an X version, but it was probably just a movie that they would because they thought it was funny.
That they want to watch it just for the same reason that we want to watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, exactly. My Lord. Yeah.
Would there have been controversy if they wanted to show Cave Girl Island? Probably.
There's a lot of boobs in Cave Girl Island. There's no dicks.
Well, I'm sure there was no dicks in that either.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure there was no dicks.
No.
There was a lot of positioning.
That's a recent phenomenon that you can see dicks at rated R.
Yeah.
But not back then. Well, certainly not.
But if it is a dick, it's always a flaccid dick.
Oh, yeah.
You never
can't show. Yeah,
I mean, I have definitely seen Harvey Keitel's flaccid dick. And I did not really consent to that.
Oh my God, that is such a weird movie that they would pick to show, but it's probably just a fun movie night where they probably show bad, tacky cult movie things. Yeah. And that's a good choice,
It really is.
You know?
I mean, I would love to find, to meet, and talk to some of these students, because I would love to know what other movies they enjoy, because I bet they like a lot of the same movies we like.
Yeah.
I bet they're familiar with Alley Tramp.
And I mean, I'm sure they could show stuff like that, and not anyway, but just because there's a XXX version. And how does the senator even know about it?
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, unless he's very familiar with the filmography of Tommy Gunn.
He's probably Jesse Jane's biggest fan.
Oh, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
You know it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Jesse Jane.
Oh, my Lord. Well, God, we still have we were going to go for an hour, and we still have 15 minutes. We were trying so hard to not go over that we talked really, really fast.
But that's okay.
So, God, do we have anything? Well, I mean, it is my birthday.
Yes.
So we can talk about the fact that that Pitney came in to visit me for my birthday, because of course Pitney doesn't live here anymore.
Actually, here, which is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, which caused a lot more technical shit we had to figure out, because it's been many, many years since we did a live stream sitting
together
on this couch.
Yeah.
Because we got really good at doing the him in front of his laptop, me in front of my laptop thing, but this is a little more complicated. But yeah, so, and you're going to fly back home tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Oh my God.
Which, I mean, it's good because I get home at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's like between the time change, it's like you're traveling through time anyway.
A whole day, and, yeah, so that's good. But, I've been here a week. I'm ready to go home.
Oh, we just had a comment pop up. Hello, Miss Sella.
Hi.
Miss Sella is saying happy birthday to me. Hello.
But yeah, I'm ready to go home where it's not so hot.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I miss my puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been complaining about. I mean, now granted, it has been hot in California. It has, but not like it has been here. And every time he complained about, oh my God, it's 85 degrees and I'm dying. And it's like, shut the fuck
But
up.
we did have those 4 days where it was 96.
Oh, so 96?
That was
96 and no humidity?
Yeah.
Was it 96 with absolutely no humidity?
No, there's a little bit. But, anything over 72 is inhuman to me.
I agree, but I'm stuck here.
Yes.
I am stuck here. Let's see, how hot is it here today? Let's see.
103 probably.
I don't know. It's only 97, feels like 102.
Okay. I know.
That's not too bad.
Oh, I have noticed that it was a little better when I went out for my smoky break. So.
Yes. Which, as soon as we're done here, we will be ripping off all these layers of pirate clothes, which are, I mean, I cannot believe I put a wig and a hat on when it's this fucking hot. But the AC is cranked way the fuck down.
Should I try to find the scene?
Oh, in Pirate?
Yes.
Sure.
I think I may try to find...
I think that's a great idea.
...the scene.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Because, yeah.
Oh, and you know what? Because I went to all the trouble of doing kind of an homage to Ed Teach and sort of Kraken-y, although it's a little redder than it should be, but I should take my glasses off for just a moment because I had to do dramatic makeup, even though I can't fucking see without my glasses. But, did you find it?
No, not yet.
Oh my God.
Marco was in hell. He stood at his window, unaware that he was slowly shredding the curtains to bits as he watched Christina and Vittorio kissing so passionately out in the garden. Oh, to see her mouth on another's. When he so hungered to feel those lips again. Anyway.
My God. That's just amazing.
Let's see.
If you flip through and I just stab the dagger in there, I wonder if it would land somewhere.
Oh, we have to be able to find it.
God, it's such a... But sir, I
Is this what you want? To play the whore? To give yourself to a man without the benefit of marriage?
Of course. Doesn't everyone? For fuck's sake.
Let's see. That has to be toward the end, because remember she gets kidnapped. I don't remember her name, but she gets kidnapped.
And that's why she's
and she's held prisoner on the ship. On the non-Marco ship. Anyway, let me try.
Oh my God. Oh, I should have... Oh, since I have them sitting here. So if anyone wants to know about the book that we were talking... The fabulous academic book that we were talking about on our Pride episode, Sodomy in the Pirate Tradition, which is a pretty interesting book. But it's... but they don't... They're the kind of... This author is the kind of guy who doesn't seem to believe that gay people exist. Not nearly as exciting as Famous Pirates of the World, which is a kid's book that I found, which has one of the funniest things that I ever... Oh, this wasn't the part that made me laugh. But I did put a note in here. Why did I do that? This is about Blackbeard taking Stede Bonnet prisoner. It was generally understood that pirates did not battle among themselves. They saved their efforts for the merchantmen, which were less heavily armed and more easily taken. But Stede Bonnet was too much for Blackbeard to pass up. Well, we all know why. Because he was cute. He calmly took Bonnet prisoner. He didn't take anyone prisoner.
I found
Blackbeard didn't take prisoners. And set one of his lieutenants aboard Bonnet's ship to sail it in company with his own. That's history. That's real. We all know they were lovers. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. We had to stick a little pirate history.
Okay, here we go. This is ecstasy.
I'm ready.
She looked him over. How did he dare accuse her of smelling when he was so disgustingly filthy, his face blackened by soot and dirt, and his body still streaked with blood? His shirt was open, revealing his small... a
small what?
His shirt was open, revealing his black furred chest, and he wore a small dagger in a sheath at his waist. She stared at the bulge in his trousers, and forced herself to lick her lips and recite the lines she had already rehearsed. I have watched you play with your big member for days now, she murmured in a sultry purr, batting her lashes. I long to feel it inside me this night.
This night I remember. Because that's how women talk. She watched the pirate
gulp, saw his eyes go crazed with animal lust, and he lunged for her. It was the very opportunity she had been waiting for, praying for him to drop his guard just once. Christina knew she was still weak from her ordeal, but she was also determined. Using all of her training, she dodged Carlos's bulk, flipped him over onto his back on the bunk, and grabbed his dagger with her nimble fingers. Before Carlos even knew what had hit him, the girl was on top of him, slitting open his trousers from waist to crotch, and then shoving his razor-sharp dagger between his legs. While she had not yet sliced him, Carlos was too terrified, too petrified to move.
That's right.
What in God's name are you doing? He gasped. Move an inch and I'll cut your balls off, you bloody bastard.
That's right.
Please, you must not. I would sooner die. Not so proud now, are we? How does it feel to be held helpless and humiliated? You sat here for days playing with your disgusting member right in front of me. Did you truly think I would not get my revenge? Did you think you were impressing me? She glared downward and laughed. Why, you poor little thing. It's so puny compared to Marcos that I may just cut it off now to put you out of your misery. I'm certain none of your women would even notice the difference.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. On that note.
Yes.
My
Buy this
God,
book.
people.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I think that's a good stopping
I
point.
think so, too. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, yes. Well, I would like to thank everyone for coming to my birthday party.
Yes.
And, everyone should definitely, if you have not listened to our show before, definitely listen to it. It's on all the various pod places. You can check it out anywhere you get podcasts. Every other Friday, we have one that's up right now that's called Nation of Sweatpants. Mm-hmm. There's another one that's coming out next week that's about our childhood toys. Our favorite toys from our childhood.
And surprising, too.
Yeah. And of course, it gets into some psychology about
yes, it
about
does.
Our weirdness as children.
Yes, it does.
And let's see. What else?
Just thank you for spending some time with us and indulging us in one of our weird fandoms.
Of which there are many, and
yes.
the people who listen know all about that. So we definitely appreciate everyone coming by. Like I said, whenever you listen, send us a little comment. Let us know you're out there. Say hi. Follow us on social media. Follow our Facebook page.
Yes, the Facebook.
Join into discussions and things. Follow us on Twitter. I think we're nearing 45,000 downloads. I think I noticed that the other day. We're almost there. So if you're not caught up on all the new episodes, get caught up.
And tell your friends.
And definitely. If everybody would tell one friend, share an episode you think they'd like. That would do a hell of a lot for a little show like ours.
Amen.
Yeah. So thanks everyone.
Bye.
Happy birthday to me. Thank you so much. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. And I'm gonna hit the button.